There are quarterbacks, and then there are legends. There are players who win games, and then there are those who change how the game is played forever. Sonny Jurgensen was not just a football player. He was a pioneer, a fearless competitor, a master of the passing game long before the NFL became the high-scoring spectacle we know today. On February 6, 2026, the football world lost one of its greatest minds and most gifted arms. But his legacy? It will echo for generations. This is the story of Christian Adolf, Sonny Jurgensen III, the man with the golden arm. Welcome to Know Them. Early life, a born competitor. Sonny Jurgensen was born on August 23, 1934, in Wilmington, North Carolina, a place where competition wasn't just part of life, it was a way of growing up. From the time he was a child, Sonny wasn't just good at sports. He was extraordinary. In elementary school, he was already leading his teams to championships in baseball and basketball. Soon after, he became the city's youth tennis champion. On the baseball field, he pitched with confidence and precision, helping his local team capture a city title. He didn't just play sports, he dominated them. At New Hanover High School, Sonny became a three-sport athlete, excelling in football, basketball, and baseball. During his junior year, he helped lead his football team to a state championship. At that time, he played halfback and linebacker. But it was his senior year when he stepped into the role of quarterback that something special began to take shape. It was clear Sonny had a gift. On the basketball court, he averaged 12 points per game and helped his team reach the state finals. In baseball, he batted an impressive .339 and played multiple positions, even learning to switch hit. He wasn't just versatile. He was relentless. College years, finding his identity. Sonny took his talents to Duke University, where he joined the football team in 1954. At first, he wasn't the star. He was a backup quarterback. But he found ways to make an impact, especially on defense. In fact, as a defensive back, he tied a team record by recording interceptions in 4 straight games. That season, Duke won the Atlantic Coast Conference title and crushed Nebraska in the 1955 Orange Bowl. Sonny was part of a winning culture early on. In 1955, he became the starting quarterback. He still played defense, showing his versatility and toughness. Duke once again had a strong season, earning another ACC title. But college football wasn't all smooth sailing. His senior season in 1956 started with a tough loss, and the team finished with a modest record. Still, Sonny showed flashes of the brilliance that would define his career. By the time he left Duke, he had built a reputation as a smart, determined, and fearless player. He even played baseball briefly, and turned down an invitation to try out for the basketball team. Football, however, was his calling. NFL beginnings, the quiet start. In 1957, Sonny Jurgensen was drafted by the Philadelphia Eagles in the 4th round. At first, he wasn't the star. He spent years as a backup quarterback, learning behind established players like Norm Van Brocklin. But during those early years, he gained something just as valuable as playing time: experience. In 1960, he was part of the Eagles team that won the NFL championship. Though he didn't take snaps in the playoffs, he contributed as a holder for kicks. It was a taste of greatness. And soon it would be his time. Breaking out, a star is born. When Norm Van Brocklin retired in 1961, Sonny finally got his chance to start. And he didn't just step in. He exploded. In his first season as the starting quarterback, he threw for an incredible 3,723 yards, setting an NFL record at the time. He also tied the league record with 32 touchdown passes and was named first-team All-Pro. It was a breakout season that proved one thing loud and clear. Sonny Jurgensen wasn't just a good quarterback. He was one of the best in the world. The Washington years, a legend emerges. In 1964, Sonny was traded to the Washington Redskins in a move that would define his career. In Washington, he became more than a player. He became a symbol of hope and excitement for fans. One of his most unforgettable moments came in 1965. The Redskins were down 21-0 against the Dallas Cowboys. The game looked over, but Sonny wasn't done. He threw for 411 yards and led a stunning comeback victory, 34-31. He even rushed for a touchdown and delivered the game-winning pass. That game captured everything about him: fearless, bold, and brilliant. In 1967, he broke his own record with 3,747 passing yards and set new league records for completions and attempts. He was redefining what it meant to be a quarterback. At a time when the NFL focused heavily on running the ball, Sonny was airing it out. He was ahead of his time, a pure passer who made football exciting. Injuries, grit, and greatness. Like many athletes, Sonny faced injuries. In 1968, broken ribs and chronic elbow pain slowed him down. But even then, he still made history. That season, he threw a 99-yard touchdown pass, one of the longest plays in NFL history. In 1969, legendary coach Vince Lombardi took over in Washington. Under his leadership, Sonny led the league in passing attempts, completions, completion percentage, and passing yards. Lombardi once said something unforgettable about him. If we would have had Sonny Jurgensen in Green Bay, we'd never have lost a game. That's how respected he was. The quarterback controversy. In the early 1970s, a quarterback controversy developed in Washington between Sonny and Billy Kilmer. Fans chose sides. Some had bumper stickers that read, "I love Sonny." Others supported Kilmer. It was emotional. It was intense. But through it all, Sonny remained a professional. He even helped Kilmer, supporting him and mentoring him despite the competition. That speaks volumes about his character. Even later in life, Kilmer would stay at Sonny's house when visiting. That rivalry turned into a lasting friendship. Final season and retirement. In 1974, at the age of 40, Sonny proved he still had it. He won his third NFL passing title, even while sharing playing time. That same year, he made his first and only postseason appearance as a quarterback. Though the team lost, it marked the end of a remarkable 18-season career. By the time he retired, Sonny had thrown for over 32,000 yards and 255 touchdowns. His passer rating of 82.6 stood as the highest of the pre-1978 era, often called the dead ball era. Many consider him the finest pure passer of his generation. Life after football, the voice of Washington. After retiring, Sonny didn't leave football behind. He became a beloved color commentator, bringing insight, humor, and passion to broadcasts. For decades, fans heard his voice as part of Washington's radio team. He covered games, training camps, and analyses, becoming just as respected in the booth as he was on the field. He finally stepped away from broadcasting before the 2019 season, ending a 62-year connection with professional football. Honors and recognition. Sonny Jurgensen received countless honors throughout his life. He was inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame in 1983. His jersey number 9 was retired by Washington in 2022. He was also honored by the North Carolina Sports Hall of Fame and Duke's Hall of Fame. In 1999, he was named one of the greatest sports figures from North Carolina. But perhaps his greatest legacy wasn't just in records or awards. It was in how he changed the game. Personal life, love, family, and gratitude. Off the field, Sonny was a family man. He was married to Margot Hurt, his loving partner for decades. They married in 1967 and shared 2 children together. From a previous marriage, Sonny also had 2 children. Margot stood beside him through every chapter of his journey, the highs, the challenges, and the long weekends spent around football. In his retirement speech in 2019, Sonny spoke from the heart. After more than 6 decades in football, he said he was grateful for his health, his family, and the life the game had given him. He gave special thanks to Margot for supporting him all those years. It was a simple but powerful reminder of what mattered most to him. Net worth. Sonny Jurgensen had an estimated net worth of around $5 million at the time of his death. His wealth came primarily from his long and successful NFL career as a quarterback, along with his years working as a respected football analyst and broadcaster after retirement. Passing and legacy. On February 6, 2026, Sonny Jurgensen passed away at the age of 91. The cause of death was not disclosed, but the news was confirmed by his family. In their statement, they spoke of his incredible life, his fearless spirit, and his deep appreciation for the teammates, friends, and fans who were part of his journey. And though he had taken his final snap, they said his legacy would remain an indelible part of the city he loved and the family he built. Emotional tribute. Sonny Jurgensen wasn't just a quarterback. He was a trailblazer. He played the game with courage, intelligence, and a daring style that helped shape the modern NFL. He inspired fans, mentored players, and gave his heart to football for over 60 years. From a young boy in Wilmington to a Hall of Fame legend in Canton, his journey was one of passion, resilience, and greatness. The golden arm may be still now, but the memories, the records, the legacy, they will live on forever. This has been Know Them.